Hello students, welcome for the video class of Political Science. Myself Vishwanath Borgalle and I have completed MA B.Ed in Political Science and I will be dealing for you Political Science subject. So once again welcome, and this is a new start for you after completion of SSLC. And these 2 years, PUC first year and PUC second year, will be very crucial for you, which makes your better life. So give importance for this both the years, which is very important and foundation for your life. So once again welcome for the 2020 and 21 academic year. And before introducing syllabus, I would like to tell you something which is very important. A person who has started his career, who was born in Macedonia, in one of a medicational family. His father also served in Macedonia itself as a medicationist. Later that person has become a student of the Plato. He was 20 years student of the Plato. Later on, that person became a well-known mathematician, well-known physician, well-known politician also. His works in the political science is very great. That person is known as a father of political science. So I'm telling you about the person who is a father of political science. That is nothing but about the Aristotle. So let's see who were the well-known persons or what is the background of this Aristotle. So before that, let's see the three people who are called as a Greek philosopher trio. Among them, the first one, the person is a Socrates. Socrates is the first person or the first philosopher of the Greek. He has written number of the political dialogues. Then his student was a Plato. He has written one of the great book which deals with the political science, and that is name of his book is The Republic. This Republic has been written by the Plato. Now, after the Plato, his student Aristotle. Who is called as a father of political science, and his book is called as the Politics. So this is a great work done by the Aristotle, the Politics, where he has mentioned all the things which is related with the political science as well as economics also, and he is known as the father of political science. So this is a background just I told about the political science, and political science is the nothing but the different political activities of the human beings which is related with the state and government. Political science is the activities of the human beings which is related with the state, government, political parties and many things. So students, today we will see a brief introduction of political science syllabus for PU first year for you. So let's see one by one. Students, a paper will be 100 marks, so which has been divided into the 9 units. So there are total 9 units for the first year PU, and same syllabus as like 9 units are there for the second PU also. So let's see one by one which are the different units for you. So first unit, that is political science as a discipline. Now, in this unit, you will study about what is the meaning of political science, what are the different definitions of political science, and the main two things, whether the political science is an art or science. बच्चों यहाँ पे इस यूनिट में आपको दो चीजें बहुत ही अहम होगी, पॉलिटिकल साइंस आर्ट है या पॉलिटिकल साइंस साइंस है, तो वो क्लियर हो जाएगा आपको यहाँ पे, और उसके साथ यहाँ पे पॉलिटिकल साइंस का मीनिंग पता चलेगा आपको, और दूसरे जो है डिफरेंट डेफिनेशंस आएंगे. सो दिस इज योर फर्स्ट यूनिट, पॉलिटिकल साइंस एज अ डिसिप्लिन. सेकेंड यूनिट which is called as a state. Now in this unit, state, second unit is state. Now in this second unit, students, you will come to know about the definitions of state and what is the importance of state, as well as there are the four pillars of the state: population, area, government and sovereignty, which are the four important pillars of the state. Those things also you will study. Then afterwards, in this second unit of the state, two things: the difference in between state and society, and difference in between state and nation. So these two things you will study in the second lesson, second unit. Third lesson, that is basic concepts, basic political concepts, basic political concept, your third unit. So which are the basic political concept which already you have studied in 9th and 10th also. So in that, law is there, sovereignty is there, fundamental rights are there, liberty is there. So these points comes in here. Equality is there already, which you have studied in 9th. So what is the definition of law? Or for all the points, definition, different types of law, rights, these all the things you will study in the basic political concept, third unit. Fourth unit, that is constitution and government. Fourth unit, constitution and government. So the fourth unit deals with the constitution and government. So students, in this unit you will study about the different types of constitution. Same lesson in brief you have studied in 9th. जैसे 9th में आपने पढ़ा है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के बारे में, कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली के बारे में है वगैरह पूरा पढ़ा है, वहां पे आपने उसकी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स पढ़े होंगे, जैसे वैशिष्ट्य होती है, तो बिल्कुल उसी प्रकार इस लेसन में भी आप वही पढ़ोगे. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, देयर आर द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. वन इज रिजिड एंड सेकेंड वन इज फ्लेक्सिबल. रिजिड एंड फ्लेक्सिबल, दिस इज वन. सेकेंड वन रिटन एंड अनरिटन. तो ये कुछ मुख्य अंश है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के. रिटन, अनरिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, रिजिड and flexible. About the government, second part of the unit, different types of government comes. So in the governments, you will study about the democratic government and dictatorial government, with the democratic as like India and dictatorial life, these things you will study. Then parliamentary system and presidential system. Parliamentary system is found in India, whereas presidential system is found in United States. And third one is a unitary and federal. Unitary and federal government. So these things we will study in the fourth unit. Fifth unit, that is Indian Constitution. Constitution of India. Constitution of India. This fifth unit, where you study in detail about the Indian Constitution, which already you have studied in brief. So here, after the independence, there was a need for the write the constitution. Before that, so the Constituent Assembly was formed. Then our book's first page, that is a preamble. So that preamble we will study in detail in this Constitution of India. Preamble is there, Constituent Assembly is there, and different kinds of fundamental rights. 6 fundamental rights, duties are there, and RTE, right to education. So Constituent Assembly, preamble, fundamental rights, fundamental duties, these are all the things we will study in the 5th unit. Now this is a half syllabus for you. Now let's see about the 6th unit. So 6th unit, 7 and 8. 6, 7, 8, that you have studied in very short one. So 6th one is legislature. Now this legislature can be divided into the 2 way. जहाँ पे कायदे कानून इनका जिक्र होता है, तो इस लेजिस्लेचर में हम देख सकते हैं कि सेंट्रल लेजिस्लेचर और विच इज नोन एज ए यूनियन लेजिस्लेचर एंड स्टेट लेजिस्लेचर. Center and state. So in the central legislature, we will see about the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. So who is the president of Rajya Sabha and who is the head of the Lok Sabha? What are the different functions of Rajya Sabha and how the members of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha are elected? So election, head and functions of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha about the central government, whereas the state as like same Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad, which is known as a legislative council and legislative assembly. So these all the things we will study in legislature. So about the state, so these all the things comes in the legislature. And the one more point, that law making procedure, how the law is made in the central government as well as state government. There are the different 5 steps for law making. So those all the 5 steps we will study in the 6th unit, that is a legislature. 7th unit is executive. Seventh unit is executive. So here we will see about the union government and state government, or union executive. So here we will see about the president, vice president, and union council of union cabinet. President, vice president, and council of ministers. Council of ministers. This is about the union executive: president, vice president, council of ministers. As like same way about the state executive also. But the difference is only in state executive, that is instead of PM, here comes the CM and council of ministers. So what are the different, their functions are very important. Then how they are going to appointed, what is the eligibility and what is the tenure, उनका चुनाव कैसे होता है, एलिजिबिलिटी उनकी क्या है, या फिर उनका कार्यकाल कितना रहता है, एक बार चुने जाने के बाद वो कितने साल गवर्नमेंट में रह सकते हैं, और उनको अपने पद से कैसे हटाया जाता है. So these all the things includes in executive, union executive and state executive. So this is a 7th unit, 8th unit. Legislative, executive. Now the third one is judiciary. Judiciary, which includes different things. Now in this judiciary, that is a न्यायांग, न्याय व्यवस्था भारत की. तो यहाँ पे न्याय व्यवस्था जो है, जो 3 स्तरों में जानी जाती है, या फिर उसको 3 विभागों में विभाजित किया जा सकता है. In judiciary, we will see the 3 levels. So first one is about Supreme Court. Supreme Court. Second one, High Court. And third is about subordinate courts. At center level or union level, Supreme Court, which is just one and established in 1935, but came into the exist by 1950. That is Supreme Court. High Courts. So most of the states having the High Court at every state. Sometimes one High Court is there for the 2 states also. 2 राज्यों के लिए या फिर यूनियन टेरिटरी और एक राज्य के लिए भी एक हाई कोर्ट हो सकता है. और जो लोकल लेवल कोर्ट्स आते हैं उनको सबऑर्डिनेट कोर्ट्स कहा जाता है. तो जब इस यूनिट में हम देखेंगे कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट, तो उसका कंपोजिशन या बनता कैसा है, मेंबर्स कैसे चुने जाते हैं, कितना ईयर का उनका कार्यकाल रहता है, या फिर उनके फंक्शंस क्या क्या है, अपॉइंटमेंट, टेन्योर, रिमूवल एंड फंक्शंस ऑफ द सुप्रीम कोर्ट, as like same for high court and subordinate courts. Subordinate courts can be divided into the different courts. जैसे आप देख सकते हैं आपके जिले में अलग अलग से कोर्ट्स आते हैं. It may be a family court, consumer court, then criminal courts. These are the different types of courts comes in a subordinate court. which comes at a local level. So Supreme Court, High Court, subordinate courts we will study in the 8th unit, that is judiciary. And 9th and the last unit of your syllabus, that is democratic decentralization. Democratic decentralization. Decentralization means dividing. So whole government, earlier there was only union government and state government was there. There was no panchayat government. So here, as per this, in the year of 1973 and 1983, Panchayat Raj has been introduced, and the government has been divided into the 3 categories: union government, state government, and local government, or which is known as a Panchayat Raj. So that Panchayat Raj came into the exist as per the 73rd and 74th amendment. So in this lesson we will study about 73rd and 74th amendment. Amendment is nothing but change in the previous law of the constitution. तिद्दुपड़े, जो पहले किए हुए कायदे कानून है उनमें बदलाव करना यानी अमेंडमेंट है. So 73rd and 74th amendment we will study, and the main thing. So which government, or what is the 3-tier government introduced as per the panchayat? So that is GP Gram Panchayat, TP Taluka Panchayat, and ZP Zilla Panchayat. GP, TP, ZP. Gram Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat, and Zilla Panchayat. So this is known as a 3-tier government, or includingly it is known as a Panchayat Rajasu. So this is for the rural area. As like same for the urban. ये तो विलेज लेवल हो गया. अभी जहां पे सिटी होती है या फिर बड़े बड़े शहर होते हैं तो उनके लिए गवर्नमेंट सिस्टम अलग से होती है. तो वो म्युनिसिपल काउंसिल एंड म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन विच इज नोन एज अ अर्बन पंचायत्स. So this is about the democratic decentralization, where you will study about 73rd and 74th amendment, GP, TP, ZP, Gram Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat, Zilla Panchayat, and Municipal Council and Municipal Corporation. So students, so these are your 9 units of the political science. So in a whole year, we will study about this. Might be because of this COVID-19 problem, we may get reduced of the syllabus, but without thinking of that, we have to go now our syllabus, and this is the first video. From next video onwards, we'll start our syllabus one by one. So all the best students, and welcomes you again for the political science class of the Annapurneshwari P College, Patankudi. And I heartily welcomes you all. I will be dealing with the political science, and whatever your doubts are there, you can go through those and your doubts will be clear. We will be having a discussion also to solve your problems, and as the lesson gets complete, I will be sending you notes, and these are very important. So from the first day onwards, keep your all videos updated, complete your all notes, and follow the instructions given time to time. This is a important thing, and being in a home stay home, stay safe, which is very important for you as well as for your family and for all the people also. Thank you, students.
Madina?